Hi, welcome back. We're here live at Olympia Baby Show. We're stand F50 and I've got the lovely Sara Madderson with me. So we're going to be doing a fashion segment because it's so important. Well, fashion is really important to me and I'm sure it is for so many of our viewers today, particularly pre and post natal.
Yeah.
Understanding your body shape, I think anyway as a woman is always a little bit of a task. You know, you like to think you're a size 8 and then you go into a high street store and it tells you something quite different. So, you know, I think it's, especially at that sort of stage, your body changes so much and it's so dramatic. So we're going to go through some amazing kind of key pieces that will be able to take you right through. So for pregnancy and post and beyond.
Fabulous.
Probably. So, but thank you so much for coming to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's so wonderful. And you look stunning.
Thank you.
I love that you come wearing your stuff.
Exactly.
That's so fab. But for the guys that might not be aware of like Madderson London as a brand, would you mind just telling me a little bit about how it started?
Yeah, so we're a women's wear brand now with a maternity offering as well. But we started actually as a maternity wear brand. So I wanted to be a fashion designer since I was a tiny little girl. Never went down that route. Became a banker for 10 years and then got pregnant. And I loved my clothes. I prided myself on my very cool work uniform. Spent a lot of Net-a-Porter and places like that. And then I got pregnant and I was absolutely horrified. And this was about 8 years ago now. So the offering, I think, on the high street is so much better now than it was before. But I had a real identity crisis. So I was working for an American investment bank. I was still seeing clients. I was actually really excited about my bump. I wanted to show it off. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you said people's bodies change in such bizarre ways when they're pregnant. Some people just blow up. Some people you can't tell from the back that they're pregnant. Some people, put a lot of weight on their arms, or I got really bad varicose veins as well. Both times, horrifyingly. So you're dealing with a changing body and you're dealing with an identity crisis. And it feels like you're in a parallel universe. So suddenly you can't look at Vogue because nothing fits you. And it's just depressing. And it felt to me like I was supposed to suddenly accept this standard of clothing that was just so different. There was a lot of purple scoop neck lycra, dresses, and
there's
and
a
it
lot
was
of
awful.
like leggings and loose tops,
and
you're like, I would
inspiring.
never wear that.
I wouldn't wear it, and I still had to look, I still had to look polished and put together and professional. So I really struggled. So I had this light bulb moment, and I thought, okay, I'm not a trained designer, but I can do better than this. I know what I want. And so the idea behind the brand was, what if we make a product that is so fabulous and has so many special details and is so indulgent to wear and makes you feel amazing that the fact that you have a bump is kind of beside the point. So it showcases the bump, but you still feel like the old you. And so we got to sourcing amazing details. So our tweeds, for example, come from 2 mills that are the same mills that Chanel uses. So it's about putting these details on so you don't necessarily notice that the rest of the dress is a really good, hard-working piece. And then the other side of the offering was, what if the service offering could be like, before you were pregnant and you got an amazing package from Net-a-Porter or someone fabulous in the post, what if it was as indulgent for pregnant women? And what if their friends were almost jealous that they got to have this experience, and why should they be denied? So we went to town on amazing packaging, beautiful boxes, beautiful tissue, and that's where the company was born from, really. So I kind of hatched the plan while I was on maternity leave, realised I wasn't going to go back into the office 12 hours a day, and I took redundancy and I set the company up. And then persuaded my best and oldest friend in the world to come on board with me. So we've been trading for about 6 years now.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. And I love exactly what you just said. When you're pregnant, it's so celebrated. But it's almost kind of, it's all about the bump. It's about what's about to happen next. And you've been you for however many years. It could be 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. All of a sudden that has to stand back. And then you kind of like, but that's who you know. That's who you've been.
You have to question things you've never questioned before.
And I think, I know even from myself and with a lot of friends that just had babies and things like that, you're always talking about the change. What's going to happen now, And I think when it comes to wardrobe and how you dress, that whole psychology of power dressing is actually so important. And you are how you feel and how you present yourself. So I think it's so incredible that you went, right, enough is enough. I want to make women feel fabulous.
It's
regardless.
also because you obviously go through phases where you feel dire when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
But I felt fab, like, especially in that beautiful middle trimester where I felt bootylicious. I had a bum. I didn't have to hold my stomach in because I had a stomach for a reason. I had boobs. It was amazing. And that's another thing to manage at work, because you're obviously really fertile. You're saying I'm fertile, and yet you have to be very professional. And so you want something that celebrates your femininity, but at the same time it still makes you feel like you've got an armour, you feel very put together, you feel very polished, and you feel ready to face the world. So I think it's a very difficult thing to juggle, to be honest.
Yeah, but you brought some amazing pieces
Thank you.
with you. So, I mean, I love this, and I mean, I'm so. It's called the Naomi dress, which of course I love, being a Naomi. But it's such a key classic piece. I mean, like, because I know who's worn this.
Yeah. So actually, it was a funny story, because about 3 years ago, the Duchess of Cambridge wore one of our dresses called the Naomi dress, and it was very confusingly for the press a non-maternity dress that she was wearing, but she was pregnant with Charlotte, and it was a wool dress, which it was from a very beautiful but very stiff wool, and wouldn't be my first choice of fabric for a pregnant person. So she looked incredible in it, but there was no way we could make that as a maternity dress, really. I don't think it's the most practical fabric. So we streamlined the dress, and we kept the details, which are the gold buttons, the tweed, and we made it in our ponte, and this is our secret weapon. And interestingly, being a maternity brand, we've brought this into our women's wear collection, and it's our secret weapon for working women, whether they're pregnant or not, because it is so comfortable, it's actually obscene. And they can wear it on flights.
Because it's like...
It's jersey. So it's like, it's a double,
though.
It's called a ponte jersey, and it's double knit, and it is very structured, and does a great job, but is still very, very comfortable and adaptive. And we trim it with tweed, and this tweed is from Linton, which is a mill in Carlisle, which is one of Chanel's mills, and it's beautiful tweed. It really pops, and it just seems to be, it's a great shape, and it's a lot of people buy it, wear it throughout their pregnancy, and then wear it after their pregnancy as well. And actually, almost all of our styles have a women's wear equivalent. So the maternity collection is driven by exactly the same things that drive our women's wear collection.
As it should.
Yes.
You know, fashion doesn't change, trends don't change.
So it's really trying to service our customer and say, well, whatever stage our customer's at in life, why shouldn't she have the same experience? And so, so these dresses, it's just a great A-line shape. So it kind of hides a multitude, shows off your legs, hides everything else. Yeah, it's really well accessorized, and it's really practical and hardworking. So
I think that's so key, and I think any woman having a bit of a bad start in the morning, knowing they've got that key great piece they can just throw on and feel fab.
It is. If you've got morning sickness, or you're feeling rubbish, or you haven't been sleeping, it's kind of like that armour. It doesn't really need that much accessorizing, but you can still have fun with it. So
oh my god, fantastic.
So
let's go through the rest of your collection, because what I love, and I think bold block colours are fab, because they're so easy, bosh, they're on. But I love how you've got, you're wearing this as well, you're modelling it for us.
This is a non-maternity dress, but it's very voluminous, so it's just cut straight down, and it has a little slit, but it's really versatile. So I think you could probably wear this into your 6th or 7th month, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And I've got the band tied twice, but if you can just tie it, you can actually just tie it round the bump in a bow. It's a really, really long.
I mean, I would put that in my hair.
Yeah.
And maybe have this as something loose on holiday.
You could just wear it as a it actually looks fabulous as a caftan. Just completely shapeless. It's got pockets, so it's really easy. And we have this amazing colleague, Caroline, and she hand paints all our prints. So she sketches them, she watercolours them, and then she digitizes them. And so it's really special. And so again, why can't the pregnant woman have access to the same amazing prints as that? So the two sides of the collection are really integrated for us. And we treat our pregnant client in the same way that we treat our non-pregnant client, I guess. But yeah, they're gorgeous, and they're really comfy.
Yeah.
I could definitely wear silk all the time.
And you could move that to accommodate a bum or a big meal. As we were talking about, you could just loosen that up.
Yes, I was telling Naomi off camera that I've been known to let it out over the course of a meal. It's fabulous.
I think that's fantastic.
And it's made in London. Most of our stuff's made in London.
Yeah.
A lot of our silks are made in Portugal, but these are made in London. All the jerseys made in London. It's printed in Manchester. And we have little factories in the East End who are really fabulous and family run. So it's
fantastic. Well, as a
trying to do
family
things
run
sustainably
London company,
it's really important to us.
It is, and I love this, because we always examine colour. We're really bold and kind of vivacious with that.
I love it.
And because of that, we don't ever want anyone to lose their identity because of pregnancy, and just to have some fun with it. It's a great opportunity, to kind of you
I
know.
had so much fun accessorizing. I think that would be one of my big tips. Like maybe, especially if you're a professional, buy 1 or 2 great pieces. But then the rest of the time you can have a lot of fun. So I bought a lot of like Kenneth J. Lane costume jewelry. You can get a lot of his stuff on the outnet really reasonably. Amazing earrings, amazing bangles.
Yeah.
I used to have silk scarves, so I would have like a black dress and just tie a silk scarf around it.
Yeah, you can see how that would work with some of these other pieces as well.
This is made from modal and it's made in Britain and it's so comfortable. I actually slept in it once. It's incredible. When pregnant.
And with this sort of side ruching, is that great for bumps and things like that?
Yeah, it's really quite sexy because it kind of grows with you. And I've worn these after pregnancy as well. I have a great belt that I put above it, or some people belt it below. They're really easy. And my other accessorizing tip is jackets.
Yeah, you brought this. Let's bring her out.
I have quite a lot of like, little boxy jackets that they kiss or they're not necessarily meant to be closed. And these are brilliant over it. So if you have a plain navy or black dress. I think that's why we've got a lot of navy and black because they do merchandise well with everything else in your wardrobe.
Yeah.
But these can go over a bump, and then you can have a nice belt here and the dress, and these are made of jersey as well. So again, they're really comfy
and really breathable, and you don't, feeling hot, whatever, feeling flustered.
No, exactly.
Really pregnant.
And also, if you're at work, you can wear the same black dress every day to work, and just have this on the back of your chair and chuck it on if you've got a client meeting.
I am so guilty of that. Like always wearing black.
T-shirt,
it's
very
easy.
There's a reason why so much maternity wear is black. It's very easy. And I'm a trims girl, so we have a lot of fun with trims. Doesn't get carried away.
But I think
this is one of our. We've made this dress since 2012, since we launched. It's one of our best sellers. It's called the Nadine, and it has a twin sister in women's wear called the Ophelia, and they are just like churn them out. I have friends who have them in every colour. And again, it's made from the same quantity. Really nice Italian macrame trim.
And I can see how, especially with that lovely kind of flash metallic, you can easily wear that in the office.
Yeah, and to dinner.
Exactly.
Day to night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, they go with everything. So we tend to kind of stick to quite classic colour combinations with our jersey, but then try and put a pop in, navy, white, red, etc.
Yeah, and also, this absolute.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I love this. Everything leopard print at the moment as well.
So actually, it's good because I've got my belt tied quite tightly twice around my waist, but this is just tied in a big bow, so you can see how much fabric there is. So you can tie it here or just wear it loose. And again, Caroline, our colleague, hand painted this, and we knew leopard was going to be big again this season, but we just wanted a more kind of relaxed. I find some leopard prints quite noisy, and it's very relaxed.
Garish?
Yeah, it's a very relaxed, like classic take on it. We've really taken down all the orange and everything, so it's just it's fabulous. And if you're going to spend money on maternity wear, you may as well get some stuff that you'll feel good in afterwards.
100%. And I know, you can't talk about pregnancy without talking about weight gain.
Yeah.
And I think something like this where it's light, it's airy, and also covers your arms.
Yes.
And stuff like that would be
not just the weight gain.
Fabulous.
It's not just the weight gain. Even if you lose your baby weight, your pelvis will not go back, trust me, for months. My rib cage went up by 3 inches.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
my pelvis went up, so I couldn't. So even if I lost weight, I still, my body did not contract again. It takes a long time. And then if you're breastfeeding, you hold on to weight as well, just because it's your body's way of making sure you've got fat reserves. So I just say, after baby, you have no idea what to wear. There's no pressure to wear anything other than a tracksuit for a month or 2 if you don't want to. But if you want to look nice, you may as well be comfortable and don't kill yourself trying to get back into your jeans.
Yeah, and just do it stylishly. You can. And I love how your brand really kind of reinforces that.
It's not very Burke friendly, but
but still.
Date night,
okay. Don't baby sick is an optional accessory for this, but. And all of these are available online?
Yes, they're all on our website. So we sell on our website.
That is fantastic. And what I love as well, so if you love any of these styles, obviously, like we just said, they're all available online, but we're also going to be launching our competition.
Yes.
So we've got an amazing gift bag. It's worth over £750, and Madderson London have actually offered a £500 gift voucher as well to spend on anywhere on site. So it could be
women's wear, maternity, one of each, something that works for both, whatever you like.
So you really can.
Given our prices, that would buy you normally at least 2 pieces, like really good pieces.
So 2 really essential
so most
pieces.
Of our jerseys start at around kind of 220. So
fantastic. And the life and the longevity of that piece. So if you've got like a wedding coming up or any kind of special event and you're nervous, like we said, it could be pre or just postnatal.
Yeah.
You could enter the competition on our Instagram channel and have the opportunity to get I would absolutely have this.
And
I think
actually,
she's
everything
absolutely
in our
wonderful.
collection is women's wear included is under £500. So you can
Amazing.
buy any one piece from our collection with that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, 'cause I do loathe going into competitions. It's like, oh wow, I still need to find an extra £500.
It's not a way of trying to upsell someone. It's just a chance to treat yourself to a lovely dress.
A really wonderful way to get to know Madderson London, the brand, and have the opportunity. Oh, thank you so much for coming on. And I can't wait. As soon as this camera goes off, I'm literally like almost stripping naked to try everything on. They're so wonderful. I know. I don't care about them. I want to try these on. They're so nice. But thank you so much, Sara.
My pleasure,
This has
Naomi.
been
Thank you for
fabulous.
having me.
And guys, like I say, make sure you go onto our Instagram channel, find that post, and do make sure you enter to win that amazing £750 gift bag, including the Madderson London gift card voucher. Thanks so much.